Oh my god! What have I done? Jesus Christ. Let's go. Oh, that's that one. Yeah guys, what you see here is Symphony of Motion. It's amazing. Just so you know, it's still in early access. So it's still in development and things are subject to change. But I'm going to share with you, this is basically, I'm just going to read the description because I probably won't explain it exactly as it is. An innovative musical playground that turns your body's motion into music with no prior musical experience required. And that's true. I tried it out. Featuring a large selection of motion reactive synthesizers, multi-pitch drum, and melodic percussion pads, a built-in looper, the looper is amazing by the way, and a drum kit builder that will keep you jamming for hours on end. Yeah, so basically you're gonna make music, and I made the track that you listen by myself. Now, the tutorial will explain to you the basics. I know when you start the app, it looks intimidating at first, but trust me, in a few minutes, you will be rocking amazing tracks. Now, using the synthesizer, I can interact with it with my hand. Depends how I actually interact, depends on the rotation of my hand. I can actually rotate it to lower its volume. I can grab it and then rotate my hand to create different sounds. And each one of the knobs that you see there will produce different sounds. It's absolutely incredible. And of course, what I did was just experimenting while I tried to build my track. And then you have the drums. That's actually when I started because I wanted to have the beat, ready. And then I just, well, got crazy. So let's take a look again, me learning the basic of the drums. Now, yeah, I know what you think. Jesus Christ, what are you doing there? But keep in mind, this app has some, again, it gives the loops and some rhythm options that basically it's like having grammar correction, for tags, but just for music. So basically it will correct things and make sure things are in rhythm or in tune, basically. But again, it will sound good even if you are a really, really bad musician and have completely no sense for rhythm. Now, even with the drum, there are many different options. You can hit it with different angle of your hand and it will produce different sounds. You can even use the grip to reposition the plates and save it as your default drum kit. And there are also different drum kit that you can choose and other effects as you can see, reverb, delay, other kind of options you can play around with. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of experimenting. And by the way, when I was young, I played piano and actually was participating in concerts. I actually have good sense for rhythm and stuff, but it was a long time ago. Anyway, bottom line is that I was experimenting a bit more. Try to, instead of getting crazy, try to really feel the rhythm, try to create something that sounds good to the ear. And eventually I started getting it. Now, first, I just make sure that I have the backing drums that sounds good for me because everything else will be based upon that rhythm. Again, instead of getting crazy, I just stop and start listening. Give it time, and then I start getting it to the rhythm. And again, it also depends how deep I actually put it in and which parts of the virtual drum kits it actually hits. I just play with it more and more and more until I kind of, get a sense to it and try to feel the music. Now, of course, the best thing is the loop, which you can actually record synthesizers or the drums. Record a short period. By the way, you can do it auto. You can decide how much, and then it's going to save it and it will continue playing it. You can even kind of control for each type of loop the volume. You can delete it or you can mute it. There are different options. So let's take a look how I did it with the drums. Now when it turns red, it's gonna record. Now again, when you open your loop in the control panel, you can see the drums and the synth. You can see the loop playing there. You can stop it. By the way, the UI, again, this is early access. It was absolutely, for me, it's a nightmare to actually try to delete it. I mean, you just need to hold it, but again, it's just so glitchy that most of the time when I try to do something with UI, it's just trying to delete, but I couldn't. That's why I went to overflow with the drums at some point. But this is, again, this is an early access. Hopefully this will be addressed in a future update. Other than that, the volume are actually made very well, and the UI in general was actually well made. It's just that the delete option need to be fixed, basically. And again, adding more bits. Now again, reducing the volume, stopping it or deleting it is done in the loops menu, and you can also control the volume for both the drums, the synth, and master volume as well. The other thing was going into the synthesizer, trying to make some kind of more interesting and exotic bits. So again, when you see red, this means that I pressed the B button in order to record, or the Y button in order to record. And you can cancel it, by the way, the previous recording, by just pressing, if I'm not wrong, it's long Y or long B. And now adding more drums to the mix. And here I'm just having fun using the loop and playing the drums. Now you need to understand, this is just genius. Because it's virtual, they're actually using your hand rotation, location, movement, the way you actually hit, the position you hit, for example the drums, in order to produce different sounds. This allows you just for a very simple and limited amount of placement you can hit to produce a large variety of sound. And this is exactly how you use your body in order to interact with the virtual content in order to produce different sounds. And it's just incredible. And again, all that was designed perfectly to make you create amazing tracks even if you aren't a musician. So again, for everybody who loves music, get this app. It's so addictive and fun. Enjoy creating. Hope you enjoyed this review. Give a like, subscribe. See you on the next one.